Hello travelers, my name is Bryce and I read tarot. Welcome to Occult Gate. Hello travelers, welcome back to another pick a card. You know, this pick a card is for all the creative travelers out there, and I know there are so many. I could tell by the response I've gotten to certain videos, and today I thought I would tip my hat to you guys and do another message that you need to hear right now type reading, with the overall theme being about inspiration. So the question we're going to ask the cards today is, when it comes to finding your inspiration, what is a message that you need to hear right now? And the whole idea of this reading is to help you get a better idea of the direction and course you should take to bring yourself some more inspiration, to sort of act as a catalyst of change and of new beginnings in your life. Maybe you need some new creative energy. Maybe you need a new drive. That's what we'll be getting at with this message. I just want to remind you guys that I do offer private readings. You can find information about that on occultgate.com in the services section. I'll be working on that more soon. Also, if you guys enjoy my pick-a-cards, feel free to leave a donation. I have a large family. Any little bit helps. And a big thank you to those who have already. I really appreciate it. Thanks. Also, I'd like to say hello to all my Patreons. Haven't forgotten you guys. I'm making a lot of videos lately. I'll be making special content for you guys as well. So, be on the lookout. I get so many great comments from you guys. I really appreciate it. The channel's grown so much since I first started. It's still hard to believe sometimes. So I just want to let you guys know that I appreciate you all so very much. I'm so glad that there are over 20,000 travelers out there. Wow. Also, guys, be on the lookout, because coming very soon, I'll be releasing different types of videos. I'm working on those right now. I think that you guys will enjoy these. I'll be covering lots of different topics. And I'm working on a release schedule. I've been releasing quite a few videos, but a schedule is something I also need to work on. So here soon, you will see that there will be certain times and days that you can expect videos to come out. So I think that'll be a good thing for everyone. So without further ado, as you can see in front of me, I have 4 groups of cards: Group Alpha, Group Beta, Group Gamma, and Group Delta. Now go ahead, sit back and relax. Breathe slowly and intentionally. Close your eyes. And with each breath, feel all the thoughts and random information, all the noise, just clear itself from your head. Until it's nothing but you and your thoughts left. Now I want you to think of your creative passion. Think of something that you love doing. Think of something that you would love to do. If your life were full of passion and energy, what would it look like? Try to imagine it. Now, once you've done that, I want you to ask yourself the question, what do I need to know right now to find inspiration? When you're ready, you can open your eyes and choose the group of cards that sticks out to you the most. If you have trouble choosing, I recommend the divination wheel. A lot of people have success with it. Let's see what the cards reveal. All right, Group Alpha. Well, your situation is pretty apparent to me right off the bat. Um, First off, I'm going to say you guys are represented by the Wheel of Fortune, which tells me that, you know, there are some places in your life that you're doing fairly well, some places in your life where you are quite lucky. Um, but there are other places in your life where you feel like you are very unfortunate. And, um, you know, you feel like, you know, you're sort of taking chances every day when it comes to your life. So, you know, you may feel like you're at the whim of chance sometimes. Um, but overall, I can see that good fortune has smiled on you in certain ways. Um, but one of those ways probably is not love, because it looks as though one of your major challenges right now is dealing with a broken heart. Something's left you feeling quite down about, you know, relationships, and, you know, I can see that there's some despair in your heart right now. You know, I can see that in the past with the Three of Pentacles, this tells me that you've put quite a lot of work into this creative pursuit, or, you know, your livelihood in general. I can see that there's something you have become quite good at. There's something that you've worked really hard at, and you really are quite good at it. Um, I can see that this is also spilled over into your finances and your security, your stability, things like that. I can see that you are doing quite well in those areas. You've taken the time and put the work in to developing these skills. Um, you know, and really you feel like you've been lucky in that pursuit. But right now, kind of what has put a wrench in your gears is um, this depression, this heartache that you're feeling. Um, this is not helping you out right now, and it's kind of uh, got you in a block. You really don't feel like you can progress. Um, I can see that a lot of what's driving you right now, and I'm seeing a theme of what's going on inside your mind, and these are good things. I'm getting the Queen of Cups in your subconscious mind, and this tells me that you're getting more in touch with your own emotions. You're becoming very good at knowing yourself and knowing what it is that you want. You're not quite there yet, but you are working on it. I can see that. That's what's driving you. You are moving towards that. This is a good thing to move towards, because what you're going to find is when this is all said and done, is that you're going to come out of this a much more creative person and much more inspired. I also see that in the front of your mind, you're kind of taking a break. You're taking a rest from things right now, and you really are consciously spending some time with yourself. And I don't see you using your time more wisely right now. It's looking quite good. You're handling things well, even though you may not feel completely great. You're in a cycle, and this is going to reward you in the long run. Because what I can see later is that with the Nine of Cups, you are going to realize what you do have, and you're going to realize how well prepared you are to move forward. And you're going to come out of this much stronger than you ever thought you were. And I don't see a whole lot more pain or heartache in your future. I see in the near future you coming out of this and being quite strong about it. And I do see some new inspiration coming into your life because of this. It's when you get over this challenge, the Three of Swords, when you realize that, it isn't just good fortune that smiled on you. It's also a purpose, and you're driven by it. You're what represented by the Wheel of Fortune right now, and I said, that you may feel like you're at the whims of chance a lot of the time. That is something that's influencing you externally, is that I can see that you're sort of in a cycle to where you're kind of playing things by ear. And you feel as though that may have done more harm for you than good at this point. But that's just the heartbreak speaking. Soon you'll realize that that isn't the case, and that everything happens for a reason, and eventually you're going to be glad that this happened. Externally, I see the Fool card, and this is something that's influencing you. And this isn't a bad card. This means that you are moving forward based on your intuition. You're trusting yourself, and you've been letting go of fear. And I don't think that this is something that is going to steer you very wrong, because I believe the cards are telling me that you're going to find yourself at inspiration's doorstep because of a lot of these things. I can see that you are hoping that this situation kind of wraps itself up quickly, that you can move forward, that you can gain control of your life and of some of these other things you feel like you don't have control over. You want to win. You want to get what you want, and maybe you even want this person back. The cards aren't speaking much to that. Actually they may be, but not this person specifically. it could be anyone, but I'll get to that in a second. This is telling me that, you know, there's a level of control that you're wanting to have. This isn't adding up with the way you've been moving forward in things. If you're moving forward based on your intuition and your blind faith, you're going to have to be okay with not always being in control, because that's part of it. And realize that even though it doesn't look like you're winning at times, you very well could be. And it looks to me as though you are right now and you don't even know it. You know, what I'm getting here is, you know, the outcome of all this is a very good card. The Knight of Cups. And this tells me a few different things. This tells me that, you know, as I said, in the near future, you are going to start to realize that you're much stronger than you believed you were. And, you know, you're going to take stock of yourself and your skills and, you know, just how well prepared you are to move forward the way you want to. I do see a new phase of inspiration and creativity coming to you shortly afterwards. And this may come in the form of another person as well, with a message, a romantic message. You know, this tells me that there's someone that is going to come into your life that's going to move in quite quickly, and they're going to not only give you a message, but also provide you with a new creative energy, a new creative outlook. And it won't necessarily be because of this person, but this person is going to mark a new phase in your life. And I think that this person, you'll find, makes a much more suitable partner. Now, the outcome looks good here. You know, and the advice card here is Judgment. And this, you know, is pretty clear cut. It's telling you to do what you feel is right. You know, you've moved forward as you thought you should up until this point. Don't regret things. Don't doubt your decisions. Know that you carry a purpose and that you have followed it. You know, you've done better than most others. You have moved toward your purpose, even with blind faith, and that has taken notice. So, the Judgment card is telling you to trust your judgment, to realize that you are driven by purpose, and you are moving towards it. You know, you're in a cycle right now. The message here is that you are in a cycle right now. And, you know, these moments of inspiration, they don't come without, you know, going through a little bit of a change or a miserable time at first. You know, after that's said and done, things are going to look much better for you. What feels like a bad change right now, what feels very bleak and hopeless and lonely, will soon turn into something that you see as a good thing. So your message on how to find inspiration, continue doing what you're doing. Continue trusting your intuition. Believe in your purpose. I really get the sense here that you are aware of your purpose in life, and you've been moving towards it. So continue to do so. And realize that soon there will be a message, there will be a new creative energy that comes into your life once this cycle is completed. And in the very near future, I can see an end to it coming. And a lot of this cycle right now is about getting to know yourself and becoming much more comfortable with yourself. This way you'll be much more better prepared for any future relationship you get into, which I do see on the horizon. This situation is going to wrap up in that way, and you're going to find new inspiration. I think you're going to be very happy about that. You know, don't stress so much over having control over things. Um, you know, really, you need to focus on yourself and what you want and what you need. And I think you'll find that that path leads you directly to inspiration. I can see you're doing this already, Group Alpha. So anyway, I hope this helps. If you like tarot pick cards, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you think of this reading in the comments down below. And follow me on Instagram if you like. Thanks for watching. Alright, Group Beta. Well, I'm seeing right away that you guys are represented by the King of Cups. And this tells me that you're someone who's very in control of their emotions. You know, and you likely have been for quite a while. You're also someone who's known to be very kind and generous. You don't let your emotions get the best of you. You know how to control them. But you're very in touch with them at the same time. You're also a very good communicator. And for the most part, people really enjoy being around you. You're pretty good at talking to people. You know, I can see that you're likely used to being around someone most of the time, because it seems to me right now that your challenge is being alone. The Hermit card. This tells me that you're having a bit of trouble with getting to know yourself. Maybe you're used to having someone around with you most of the time. Or maybe there are just some things that you're not quite in line with about yourself right now. Maybe it is you're not sure what you want. You know, I can see that you're having an issue, though, dealing with yourself. There's something that you're uneasy with, and it's likely this is caused by being alone. You know, but not necessarily. I can see that there's a need for you here to get to know yourself and come to terms with what it is that you want and who you really are. And this is involving detaching yourself from who you show yourself to be to others, and really accept some things about who you really are. You know, I can see that in your subconscious mind, you know, the Knight of Pentacles tells me that there is something that that may look like routine, work, something like that, that you are steadily working at. You feel that this may interfere a little bit, but you would never dream of not doing it. You know, you're the type of person who's going to continue moving forward and not let this stand in your way. The problem here is that you kind of want something more out of your situation. Well, like the reading states, you are looking for some inspiration. It could be that you know, you just have something that you had wanted to do in the past, which seems to be the case. You know, I can see that in the past you started forming a vision. And with the Two of Wands, it's letting me know that you know, you had a big idea not so long ago, and you felt really passionate about it, but you moved into this phase to where you have to take this vision and sort of bring it together in a practical plan, a route forward. And at this point is when I see you have met your difficulties. You know, you're not quite sure how you want to approach these things. You're not quite sure how you want to do it. You know, I can also see that in the forefront of your mind is that communicator, logical thinker, very clear, concise, and to the point. You're trying to approach things logically, but at the same time, you know, you are, uh, you know, sort of a slave to your routine, which is necessary, is practical. I can see that. But also, you kind of want to pierce through this cycle in your life, and you want to be able to see things clearly. And it could be that you are sort of looking for the facts here. Um, you know, you're unsure of what to decide before you can move forward. And there is a little part of you that is afraid of failure. You know, the Queen of Swords is letting me know that. There's a caution. And this could be what's holding you back. You know, I think that one of the major points here is that if you get to know yourself a little more and what you want, you'll be much more in touch with the way you would like to proceed with this. You know, and I know that's easier said than done, but, you know, in the near future, I do see your situation in the workplace or where it is that you spend your routine. I do see this situation improving some. You know, I'm seeing a level of generosity coming in your direction. And this could be a well-needed break. This could be a well-needed raise. Something of that nature. A promotion. You know, this is going to make things look up for you. But, you know, I can also see that, you know, the Queen of Cups is sitting in external influences right now. This tells me that there is something, you know, maybe you are more in touch and receptive to the emotions of others than you are your own. Maybe you have never really taken the time to really accept certain emotions that you have. You know, it looks to me as though, really, it looks to me as though there may have been someone in your life who isn't there now. This person was very caring and nurturing, very receptive to your feelings. Maybe you're not used to moving forward without them. This isn't going to be the case for every single one of you. You know, it could also just mean that you're having trouble connecting with what it is that you want out of life right now. You know, really what it boils down to is that you don't know yourself well enough to pursue what you want out of life, to find this inspiration. This is what's standing in the way of your inspiration. This is what's keeping you zapped of energy. This is what's blocking your flow of creativity. You know, I am seeing, like I said, in the near future, there is going to be some generosity arriving towards you. This is going to help increase your financial stability, your financial situation. I think you'll be quite happy about this, and I think it'll make things look up for you. But, you know, I can see there's a danger here of you sort of distracting yourself with these things instead of focusing back on this goal. You know, if you do that too long, you're going to miss it entirely. You're not going to really ever take it seriously. You had this vision. You were serious about it. Don't let indecision stand in your way. You know, the cards are saying here that your first step is to know that this vision of yours is charged with purpose, and so are you. And you know what's right. Don't be afraid to make a decision based on what you know is right. Um, you know, these are the things that are rewarded. And the cards want you to know that. You know, don't lose your sense of purpose. In fact, search yourself and find it. You know, use that to compel your inspiration. You know, I can see that that's really what you're hoping for. You know, you're wanting things to move along more quickly. You're wanting things to come much more fluidly. And you want to reach a creative phase in your life. You want something more. You know, and it's possible you're also hoping for romance. But if that's the case, you're sort of sitting around and waiting for the message. You know, the outcome here, if you continue as you are, the cards are saying that you're going to feel down and out of luck, unsupported, unloved. You know, you'll feel lonely, and you're going to feel like you're in bad shape. And a lot of this is because your nature is out of line with what you want. You're not taking the time to get to know yourself. And maybe it's that you're worried about others too much. Maybe you're missing someone. But for one reason or another, you are struggling with yourself right now. And these are the most difficult struggles. So, you know, I think it's important, you know, that you realize that this is a pivotal moment in your life. You know, you can continue on as you have. And I don't believe the cards are painting a super bleak picture here. They're just saying that you will face some disappointment in yourself. You're not going to feel the passion about life that you could if you pursued this vision that you had in the past. This thing that you really want to know. This thing that you really wanted to do. You know, the cards are letting you know that much of your divine purpose has to do with this vision. You know, if you move towards this vision, do so trusting that this is what the universe wants. So, you know, Group Beta, I think the message here is very clear. You know, if you're looking for inspiration and you're looking for a new creative phase in your life, you know, and you're tired of the same old, don't be afraid to take these ideas and bring them into reality and move forward. This has a lot to do with your purpose in life, and I think it'll leave you feeling very fulfilled. Your current path, if you remain in indecision, and you don't act on your dreams, you know, you're not going to feel more capable of doing so in the future than you do now. You know, the cards are saying that you could find luck if you were to pursue this dream, this vision. They're saying that you could find inspiration, but if you continue on as you are, it's not going to get any easier. So, I think the most important thing for you to remember is, you know, you are charged with purpose. Get to know yourself so you can become familiar with that purpose, and that is the key to your success and inspiration in a new chapter in your life. So Group Beta, this is a good reading. I hope it helps. I hope you listen to me. And if you like tarot picking cards, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I love hearing it. And follow me on Instagram if you like. Thanks for watching. Alright, Group Gamma. I can see that you guys are very open to new opportunities. You are really, you're not having a problem with energy right now. I can see that. You guys are very ambitious. You're really looking to find yourself in a much more stable and financially secure place. You're trying to look for opportunities to become rich, more or less. Of course, you want as much financial well-being as you can get. I also see that one of your main challenges here is the Empress, and this tells me that you're having a problem bringing an idea to life. You do have an idea, or a project, something that you are wanting to do that you think will get you where you want to go. You're having problems bringing this to fruition. I can see that in the back of your mind, it's as if you are either thinking about doing so, or you have recently turned away from a bad situation, or an old situation, and you have sort of wandered off to do things on your own. You felt that this has made you more open and free to these new opportunities. It could be that there are financial matters that are kind of standing in your way. I also see that there's a level of heartbreak here. But this is in a way sort of driving you. I can see you trying to get away from some situation, and you feel as though that this has brought you to a new start. At the same time, the situation has posed these challenges. Whereas in the past, you had high ideals of what things should be and what you thought things were going to be. It seems as though things have fallen short of that, though. And you might feel like you were a little naive in believing things were going to be that way. But really, you had a vision for a perfect life. And now that you are able to do so, even on your own, you're going to try to make that happen. And I do see that there is a high ideal here, a very strong vision for something that some would see as unattainable. But the fact that you are even willing to try to go for it, this says a lot to your chances. If you continue to pursue this, I would say that you stand a very good chance of achieving everything that you want. I do see in the near future that you're going to be faced with decisions, and depending on the decisions that you make, as long as they're in line with what you want and what you've been striving for, these will be pivotal decisions. You need to decide and make choices based on what you feel your purpose in life is. Move towards the thing that you are passionate about, and you will see a new period of inspiration come to you. This card says in the future, don't give up. So this is very promising. I can see that something that's having an influence on this situation, this could be some sort of learning curve. This could also be finding a job, or a means of getting the finances that you need to bring this project that you want to do together. I can see that you really want to be able to step away from the stressful side of all this and be able to enjoy things and take it all in, and be able to sort of harness your creativity without having to worry about these things. That's very understandable. And I can see that that's also likely why you want to get the financial aspect of these things out of the way first, because really you feel as though these are just standing in your way, and you could possibly have inspiration while you're having to worry about all these sorts of things. And you're moving towards opening that new chapter in your life. I can see that. You know, the outcome here is the Knight of Wands, and this tells me that you are indeed going to get the inspiration that you want. It's going to come very quickly, and as passion, and as these things all start to fall together for you. And I think you have a very clear idea of what all the pieces are, what needs to happen. Your challenge is going to be sticking with it, not giving up on it. But as the longer you stick with it, and the longer you make these pivotal decisions to move towards it, the more you're going to see these things all fall into place. And as that happens, you're going to find that you become more and more passionate about it, because you're starting to realize, hey, this is working. This is going to work. You know, and the cards are saying you're going to do this anyway. Cards are saying this is the path that you're on. As long as you don't deviate from it, you're going to be fine. And I think that's the message you need to hear right now. You know, the advice the cards have for you is trust yourself. You know, be in touch with your spirituality, your higher self. Get to know your own purpose and trust it. You know, don't let this consume you. Don't let it, you know, fade your creativity. You know, nurture it. You can do so while pursuing this goal. So, group Gamma, this really looks like a good reading. So, you know, once you have moved out of this dark or bleak looking time in your life, you know, fresh, away from a situation that had grown stale, and once you can get over these feelings of heartache, things like that, and find these opportunities that you need, you can give birth to this project. And, you know, you'll find the inspiration you need. You'll find the passion and the energy, the drive is going to be there, full force, even compared to now. So don't deviate from moving towards your dream, no matter how big it is. So, Group Gamma, I hope this helps. If you like tarot picking cards, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Love hearing it. Follow me on Instagram if you like. Thanks for watching. Alright, Group Delta. I can see right away that you guys are likely part of something that gives help to people. Likely you're bound to tradition in some way. You know, you hold some very strong beliefs, and you try to live by them. You're likely very spiritual people. I can see that one of your major challenges right now is finding the passion and the energy that you need to move forward with the things that you want out of life. You know, you may not feel as if things are moving right now, or that you are going anywhere. You know, there seems to be a lot of factors playing into that. You know, but one of the main ones here is that you really don't have a direction overall that you feel like you're moving in, you know. And I can see that in the recent past you've done some soul searching. You took a break from some situation and you've taken the time to get to know yourself. You know, this has done you good. But, you know, now that you move out of this phase of your life, you're finding yourself in this spot, and it's beginning to feel like stagnation. So, you know, I'm seeing in the forefront of your mind that you really are willing to take a chance. You're thinking about doing so. You feel like you have been smiled upon this far. You know, you feel as though the universe is on your side. You feel like you have something watching over you. And at the same time, I can see that when it comes to interacting with others and talking to people, things like that, you have a great grasp on the passion and the energy to do this. It's quite likely that you're used to dealing with people. You know, it's an overall direction that you're having a problem with here. And I do see in the near future that with the Two of Wands, you will be forming much more of a clearer vision about what it is that you're wanting to do. Because I can tell that there's something, you know, really there's a direction you're not going in that you feel like is missing from your life right now. The more you put thought into this, the more you're going to see just exactly what it is that you want. And you know, if it's a vision you want to move towards, and it's inspiration that you want, and it's a new creative phase in your life that you're going after, soon you'll be in the position to where you form a vision. And from that, you can extract a direction. You know, I can see that in the past there's been some things that have been off-putting, that have left you a little defensive. And it's likely the things that kind of sent you into this recent phase you've been in, where you had all this time to yourself. But, you know, this has left you a little defensive. You've put barriers up. You're not quite sure about some things or situations. Also, I can see that you don't have a problem with working hard at something. The way you do it is steadily and gradually. You don't have a problem with undertaking a large project. You know, you are the type of person that will be able to stick with it. You know, as things are going right now, you know, I can see that you've led a fairly good life, and you know, the result of where you're at right now is you're going to get exactly what you deserve. You're going to feel as though you walk away from your current situation with your just desserts. You know, so whatever it is you think, you know, what you come out of this with is what you go into it wanting. You know, what you want out of life right now is going to have a lot to do with what you get out of it, because you are in a unique position to where you have put in the time for yourself. You've spent some time alone, gotten to know yourself, and your only problem right now is direction. So I would suggest that you find what you're passionate about and you move in that direction. The cards are suggesting here, you know, the Judgment card has popped up in almost all of these readings, and it's amazing, but really it is good advice. The Judgment card is saying to, you know that you have a purpose. You know, you are charged with a purpose. Find it. You know, find what it is that you love doing and pursue that. if you act in this way, you cannot fail. You'll find the passion and the energy that you want. You'll find the inspiration. Don't be afraid to pursue what you want. I can see that this situation that you're in right now, the Justice card, tells me that you're going to get out of it exactly what you put into it. So you're not afraid to put in the work. I can see that. Find what it is that you want. In the near future, I can see that vision coming together for you. You know, when it does, please remember that it is charged with purpose. Do not just dismiss it. Move towards it. It's all about what you want. So, Group Delta, this is a good reading. I hope this helps. If you like tarot picker cards, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Love hearing it. And follow me on Instagram if you like. Thanks for watching.